Alright, we made it to video 46 out of 100. I'm trying to do one video every day for the next 100 days so I can get into the habit of talking into the camera and making video part of my life. So the videos I make are based on the LinkedIn posts that I also write every day. And today's post is about getting it out of my system. So sometimes I still meet people and they find out I'm a DJ or I used to be party boy, and the question always comes up. It's like, don't you miss partying, or don't you miss clubbing? Don't you miss going out at night? Don't you miss whatever DJ life? And 100% no, I do not miss it at all. I miss performance, and this is kind of performance for me now. Or public speaking, or just being on stage still is something I enjoy. But I get that satisfaction other ways. I don't need to be there with the headphones rocking out anymore. I've done that too. I've took that lifestyle to its limit, and I think that's something you have to do as you grow up, right? If you're curious about something, and you're you wonder what it would be like, just do it. And if you're still curious, just keep going. Keep going until you reach the limit of that. And then you can dial it back and see if you need that in your life anymore or not, right? And I think at that time, when I was in probably teenage and college to probably late 20s, like I was basically non-stop partying. Like, I think normal people, they might go to the club or a party, once a month. And then like party people would go, every weekend, one or two parties a week, right? But when I was a DJ, I was at 3 or 4 parties a day. And I did that for about 5 years straight. Like, there's nothing in that lifestyle that I haven't seen or done. And, I'm happy I did that at that age because I had the energy, I didn't have any obligations, like I was just pure adventure mode. And now that I'm, 40 with 2 kids, like I'm so glad that's all out of my system. I have zero curiosity about doing any of that stuff. Like I have no regrets about my youth. And I'm meeting a lot of people now who are my age, who are 40 and over. And, you hear all these conversations, it's like, oh, I just got this app on my phone. I'm just kind of curious. I'm like, go ahead, do whatever you need to do, right? But, I'm so glad I'm done with that, right? Because I see a lot of people around me, and I think that's what a lot of these midlife crisis stuff can be. It's just a lot of regret or just unmet satisfaction, right? A curiosity that hasn't been explored, or just adventures that weren't taken, right? And I think when you're young, that's the number one thing, is you have to choose your adventure, and you have to take that adventure. Because if you don't, you're really, what else are you doing in life? You're just delaying that inner need to satisfy your curiosity. And if you're not going to do it when you're young, you're probably going to want to do it when you're older. That curiosity doesn't go away, and if you have to bury it, there's nothing healthy that comes from that. So I think a lot of people who have that kind of I don't know, what do you call it? That angst or something that's always bubbling under the surface. Like I think a lot of that just might be just unmet curiosities. That when you're young, you just have to do it. Don't. The career can always come later. Just take a couple months or take a year. Do like me and just do your whole life. But just take that time to really figure out what it is that you like or what you want to do. Because I think it's so many times when you're older and you have that curiosity that you haven't done something, often when you do it, it's not be such a big deal. And it might not even be that big romantic thing that you've always thought it was, you know. Yeah, like, you know, whatever, going partying, going crazy all night. Like, for some people, it's cool, it's fun, right? And other people, they're like, yeah, I tried it once, I'm done, right? But for those people who never tried it ever, yeah, you don't know, right? And I think that curiosity would just eat at you for the years and the decades that you don't ever, you know, scratch that itch. So, yeah, no, when people ask me, don't you miss drinking, don't you miss clubbing, don't you miss, you know, party life, don't you miss, you know, all the attention? Like, no. I did that. I've taken that to its limit. I got everything I needed out of that lifestyle. And I'm done. I've moved on. I can put that chapter, you know, closed. I can close that chapter. I can never look back. And I'm happy. I'm good. That has nothing... there's nothing else that I can get from that lifestyle. And I'm happy with that. Right? I think, yeah, if you have something like that you're curious about, you better just do it. Just get it out, you know. And then, yeah, see if you, see if that fulfills your needs, right? No more what ifs. All right. So yeah, thanks for watching. This is Inbound Alex, and I help Japanese brands with their inbound sales, and then when they're ready, I help them get out of Japan. And if this is your brand, give me a call, and let's get started. All right, thanks again. See you next time.